everyone, and welcome back to another Friday video, which means today is a story time. Today I will be telling you the whole story, or the parts of the story that I remember, of Nick Camp. Now, let's give a little background information. I have a stepbrother. I think he's he's probably like 18, maybe 19 now? I think he's probably like 18. Yeah, probably 18. Whose name is Nicholas. Obviously he goes by... Sorry, I drink a lot of soda. Obviously he goes by Nick. Now, they've been my stepbrothers, him and his brother Michael, for about... maybe like 8? Somewhere between 6 and 8 years now. And I remember when we lived at my old house before I moved into this one, I think I was probably around the age of like, oh, my phone went off, like 13 or something, which would put him at about like 15 or so. He has always been a very thin person. His body, his metabolism is really fast, and his body structure is just really small. So he never weighed a lot, and he never, like, did anything to become muscular. So he was never like a big, heavy dude. And because he was an older brother, and he never had a younger sister, he never had any younger siblings because he was the youngest, he decided that this was the time where he would pick on his little siblings. And he created what he liked to call Nick Camp, which was basically kind of just abuse for me. My sister was very hardly ever in it because she's 4 years younger than I am. So if I was 13, she was like 8 or 9. And my Nick was like, I ain't gonna mess with that because I'm not gonna get yelled at by our mom. My mom, his stepmom, whatever. And so he would take me through these like trials. It was like boot camp, basically, is how I remember it very specifically. There's 3 stages I remember the most vividly. The first one is not hard. It was very simple. It was just like he would give me a question and I would have to answer it, and if I got it wrong, I don't remember, I'd get like a slap on the hand or something. It was the easiest trial. It was the simplest. I got most of the questions right because girl knows how to work. Except for I remember one question very vividly. He asked me, what do you do when you're being bullied? Who? Can you please be quiet, please? Sorry. He asked me, what do you do when you get bullied? Tell your parents. Tell the school. Beat that kid up. I answered with, because at the time I was like, you tell the school because they will deal with the bullies. And he goes, wrong. You beat that kid up until they know who's boss and you don't mess with them anymore. And so, got that question wrong, even though technically I was right. Whose textbook are we going by? Mine or yours? But that was pretty funny. I remember that question very vividly. I tell my friends all the time with that. The second stage of Nick Camp was very, very rude to me. Poor little me. If you don't know what snake bites are, I don't mean the piercings. It's something where... Quiet, please. Snake bites is where he would take his hands, his fingers, in like a position like this, and very quickly on the back of my neck, or it's just a thing, on the back of their neck, about where, I don't know how to explain it, just on the back of your neck, he'd go, like, snap right there really hard with his fingers, and it was called snake bites, and it hurt a lot. Hardly ever really like bruised, because it wasn't in the material where there was like a lot of blood vessels and things that would bruise, but he did it a lot. Basically what we would do was we had like this little Nerf ball, which I still have because I took it and I was like, this is mine now, thanks guys. And he would have his friend come over, and his friend, who was like very good friend with like everybody knew him. All my brothers knew him, my parents knew their parents, everybody was cool. So he was like, cool, I knew him, his name was Vinny, and was like, who cares, I know you, you know me, that's cool, we chill. And he would throw me the football, and I had to catch it. If I caught it, I was good. If I did not catch it, or if I fumbled and it fell out of my hands, I would get snake bites. The only problem is 9 out of 10 times that we did this, he would purposely throw it so crappily that I would get snake bites because I could not catch it, or I would drop it after catching it. Then the third trial of Nick Camp, like I said earlier, Nick was a very small dude. He never weighed anything basically, he would be like, alright, you are now my horse. And I'm like, I'm sorry, what, who, when, where, how, why? I would have to get down on my hands and my knees, and he would sit on my back, and I would have to carry him to and from different places of the house. Because he was that lazy, and he was like, we'll make part of Nick Camp, do this for me now. And so he'd be like, Julia, Nick Camp starts now, I want to go to the bedroom. That sounds so weird, but he'd be like in the living room, and he's like, I need my video games, let's go to the bedroom. So I would have to, I'd be like, are you serious? And he goes, who wants snake bites? And I'm like, not me, okay, I'm coming. And so I would freaking like carry him to his bedroom, he'd get his games, and I would carry him back onto the couch. I mean, made me stronger a little bit, you know. I could do it pretty well. Obviously, it's an awkward situation for somebody to be sitting on your back, and so he would wobble, but you know, who cares, whatever. Honestly, it's pretty funny memories to me. Looking back, it kind of sounds very brutal and very rude. At the time, it was still really funny. Sometimes I would even ask, hey, Nick, want to play Nick Camp? Because I was bored and I didn't have anything else to do, and so we played Nick Camp. Only part that I really did not like was the snake bites, because that was the only thing that really hurt. I was always like, somebody get on my back, I want to carry you around, you know, because I felt cool that I could actually carry somebody on my back when I was like 10, between the ages of 10 and 13. I was like, look how cool I am. And I remember sometimes my stepbrothers would fight, like physically fight, whenever they lived in their apartment and we would go over to their apartment all the time. They would physically fight, and so they would get in trouble and they'd have to be separated. And so Nick needed someone else to fight, and I remember very, very specifically, he will deny this with all of his heart, but this is a true fact. One of the first fights we ever did, I won. Because girl was throwing punches. He had hair that was pretty long at the time. Not as long as mine is now, but it went to about his shoulders. Girl was pulling hair. Girl was throwing punches. I was kicking. I was scratching with the little nubs I had of nails at the time. I was throwing my punches. I was winning that fight. And I did. Because he hit a wall and he said, I'm done. And, you know, I won one of the first fights. So, Queen me, Queen bee, that's me, that's me, that's me, I'm a bunny. That was weird. I'm sorry. It's a Friday, so I'm really energetic, but that's going to be it for today, guys. I've been spending, like, the whole, like, my cat just took my pillow. Look at this. Look at him. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, you can. I was laying there. I got it for a minute, cat. Well, I've been laying on my bed watching Gold Glove Plays Tales from the Borderlands. Again, I think it's like the 4th time I've seen it. In the dark. My light was off, so the light is blinding me. But I think dinner is going to be ready soon, so, you know, gotta end up this video before somebody calls for me. I really hope you guys did enjoy. Tell me, have your brothers or stepbrothers or older siblings of any type ever put you through this? I feel like it's a normal thing for older siblings to do. I know my mom and her siblings did it a lot. I know some of my friends have gone through similar kind of activities. They didn't name it anything. It was just like abuse from your family members or whatever. My legs are really sweaty. Ooh, that's gross. But I really hope you guys did enjoy. Leave a comment down below if you ever had to go through something like this. I'm going to roll over here so I can get more into frame because I moved the camera. And yeah, leave a like. I would surely appreciate it. Check out my social medias. Yeah, subscribe to become a bunny today. And yeah, if you want to hear more stories, subscribe and I will do them. Story times every Friday. Unless, you know, sometimes I forget or something. The problem with this weekend is everybody's going to ASTL, which is Anime St. Louis, so I don't have any friends to do any collabs with. So again, sorry guys, it's going to be another weekend of tags. Maybe I can do another, like, showcase video, something like I did, like my showcase of my desk setup. If you guys want that, leave a comment down below. I will see what I can do. Yeah, I really hope you guys enjoy. I love you all. Mwah. See you guys in the next video, which should be up tomorrow. See you guys then. But if you do have any tag ideas, please leave that down below too. I know I keep getting the requests for the same few ones from my sister who watches these videos. I will maybe see if I can do them, but I'd rather do more interesting tags than just answering more questions. But that's what I gotta do. That's what I gotta do. See you guys in the next one. Peace out. Bye bye. Friggin' bunny bunny. See you guys in the next one. Bye guys. Have a lovely weekend.